Philippine National Police General Hospital kinumpirmang posible nang makabiyahe si Senator Rodante Marcoleta. Medical condition ng mambabatas maayos na.
Sinagot ko na po yan last time po nung nasa Sandigan po tayo.
Fit to travel naman.
Paglalatag ng testigo at ebidensya, hindi apektado dumaluman o hindi si Vice President Sara Duterte sa impeachment trial.
Regardless of who will be there, the respondent or anyone else, the strategy of the prosecution remains the same, that we will present evidence in a proper and efficient and effective manner.
Prosekusyon handa umanong mag-adjust para mapaikli ang proceedings ng impeachment trial sa pangalawang Pangulo.
We'll make the necessary adjustments kung pwedeng hindi na namin ipatawag yung mga ibang testigo na nalista namin para mas mapabilis ito.
Itong Article 4 baka posibleng mas maikli siya kaysa dun sa inaasahan kasi yari talaga dito sa threats. Yaring-yari sila dito.
National Bureau of Investigation Regional Director Jeremy Lotok, tinawag na seryoso totoong banta ang mga pahayag ni Vice President Sara Duterte.
Yes, Your Honor. To me, as the chief investigator at that time, the utterances made by the Vice President was serious, and the threat was real and actual, sir.
Mr. Witness, if I may intercede, counsel, is this contained in your investigation report?
Yes, sir.
Banta ni Vice President Sara Duterte, hindi sakop ng freedom of speech at posible pang pagmula ng gulo ayon kay Attorney Jeremy Lotok.
If we allow the argument that it is within the bounds of freedom of speech, if we allow that to become the norms of our society, then who would prevent anybody from doing the same to anyone? Pwede na pong sabihin, patayin mo si Senator ganito pag ito ang nangyari, patayin mo si Congressman ganito pag ganito ang nangyari, patayin mo si Justice ganito pag ganito ang nangyari. So imagine, Your Honor, the anarchy, the disorder, and the chaos it would bring to our country. It appears that these statements have tendency to stir up the people against the government, have tendency to disturb the peace of the community, have tendency to undermine the peace and order, the public peace and order, sir.
Bagong appointment ni former Budget Secretary Amena Pangandaman, hindi nangangahulugang absuelto na ito sa kaso ayon sa palasyo.
So hindi naman po ibig sabihin ito na inaakusahan ng Pangulo, hinuhusgahan ng Pangulo,
O inaabsuelto.
o inaabsuelto ng Pangulo. Hindi po ito usapin patungkol sa flood control project.
House Prosecutor Representative Terry Ridon sinabihan ang Defense Counsel ng pangalawang Pangulo na galingan pa ng kaunti ang kanilang trabaho.
Yan na ba yung best nyo? Parang galingan nyo pa ng onte. Kasi even if they had raised document discrepancies on cross, it did not diminish the threat itself. It does not basically diminish, impinge the credibility of Attorney Lotok.
Umano'y bias sa investigasyon ng National Bureau of Investigation kay Vice President Sara Duterte na ispatunayan ng depensa.
It goes into bias, basically, because then now the report is questionable. But whether we were able to establish bias once again is not something for us to say in the media because it would be unfair to the other party. Kaya po importante yun because obviously bias affects everything that goes on in an investigation.
Attorney Jeremy Lotok, sinabing itinigil ng NBI ang investigasyon sa banta kay Vice President Sara Duterte dahil wala silang sapat na detalyeng nakuha hinggil dito.
Dito ho, sa threat ng Vice Presidente, wala ho kaming ganong same na information na nakuha. Wala kaming apparent na mayroong threat against sa life ng Vice Presidente. Kasi nga, hindi sila nagbigay ng specific information, hindi ho nagpakita ang Vice Presidente para mag-shed light doon sa investigation namin.
Senator Rodante Marcoleta, pinagsuot ng detainee shirt at bulletproof vest nang dalhin sa Philippine General Hospital.
Siguro obvious naman po yung vest, protection po sa kanya yan, any eventuality. We plan for any eventuality, lahat po ng contingency ay pinagpaplanuhan natin. Of course, personal protection po ng ating senador.
Philippine National Police muling nanindigan na walang VIP treatment kay Senator Marcoleta.
He was specifically committed not to a jail yet, but sa CIDG. So, incumbent upon us na pag mayroon pong nakakustudiya sa amin, may naramdaman, may masamang pakiramdam o may sakit, ay siyempre, ano pang gagawin natin? Kundi dadalhin natin sa ospital. And yung rooms naman dito, wala namang, if I remember correctly, ay wala naman dito yung mga VIP rooms na ano talaga, yung normal rooms lamang. So, doon po siya dinala at doon po siya nagpapagaling.
Ebidensya sa unexplained wealth ni Vice President Sara Duterte, sapat hindi man isampina ang tax records ayon sa prosekusyon.
Definitely, we have enough evidence to support each of the articles, and even if we don't have the documents that we are requesting for, we can support the prosecution of the 4 articles.
National Bureau of Investigation Director Melvin Matibag, huling testigong ihaharap ng prosekusyon sa grave threats issue.
This withdrawal, Your Honor, renders Attorney Melvin Matibag, the NBI Director, as our last witness for threat, who will be testifying this coming Tuesday, Your Honor.
Banta ng pangalawang Pangulo, hindi lamang simpleng grave threat kundi issue na ng national security ayon sa Malacanang.
Hindi ito simpleng grave threats na maaaring isampa dyan sa korte. Hindi involved dito ang simpleng tao. Ang pinag-uusapan po natin dito ay Pangulo. Ito ay issue about national security.
Senator Judge Alan Peter Cayetano, sinabing iniisa-isa sila sa minorya sa planong investigasyon sa 2019 SEA Games.
Well, nakarating sa amin, may titingnan kami rito, may kailangan kami imbestigahan dahil nakarating kami rito, bilyon-bilyon pala yung pumasok dito na pera na unliquidated. At mayroong private company rito na na-involve na binayaran ng 10 billion at ang pagbabayad insertion sa GAA.
Binabawasan talaga kami. Iniisa-isa. Even yung mga vlogger na malapit sa administrasyon, sabi, 2 down, 3 down, may kasunod na. Di ba? Director, hindi mo kami natibag. So wag mo try itibagin tong representation na to o itong impeachment court because what you're doing is not helping. Investigate whatever you want to investigate.
Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro Jr. inaming kailangan ng pondo ng hukbong sandatahan sa gitna ng tumitinding banta sa global security.
Sa ngayon, sapat ba yung ating ay hindi sapat ito. Aminado naman ako, hindi sapat. Kaya kailangan bilisan pa natin. Ang importante sa modernization, hindi lang ang kagamitan, kundi ang kasanayan at ang mga babahayan nito, ang mga strategic bases natin. Okay, foundational yan eh. Useless ang kagamitan kung hindi natin kaya patakbuhin.
Magiging testimonya ni National Bureau of Investigation Director Melvin Matibag laban kay Vice President Sara Duterte, mabigat ayon sa prosekusyon.
Just to let you know, we have leads already. We have some personalities that we are surveillance at sinusundan po namin.
I'm sure mag-expect kayo ng fireworks next week. There will be fireworks.
Isa lang masasabi ko, mabigat.
Defense team ni Vice President Sara Duterte naniniwalang posibleng maka-impluwensya sa publiko ang mahabang manifestation sa impeachment trial.
Because if there are conclusions of law and conclusions of facts rather, ang nangyayari kasi nakukondition yung publiko, no? Pag sa ganung paraan, ang pakiramdam po kasi ng defense ay nagkakaroon ng summation ng kaso at dahil doon ay kinokondisyon natin, no, yung publiko at yung mga senator judges kung ano ba talaga yung ina-advocate natin at gusto lang natin maging patas.
Posibleng paglabag ng pangalawang Pangulo sa sub judice rule. Nasa pasya na ng impeachment court ayon sa defense team.
The Vice President has stated what she felt and whether it's covered by sub judice or not, kaparehas ng mga komento rin ng both prosecution and defense. Yan po ay nasa impeachment court na po to decide.
Rule 18 is very clear on who are the persons required to respect the sub judice rule. So the determination of whether or not there was a violation of that rule will be done by the Senate impeachment court themselves. So without such motion, he will not act on it by himself. Based on the rules, they can be cited in contempt based on the rules.
Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Jr. inanunsyo ang pagbibigay ng 2,000 pisong buwanang ayuda para sa 4-piece beneficiaries, walang gutom members at low-income Filipinos.
Sa ilalim ng Executive Order number 110, inilunsad natin ang Unified Package for Livelihood, Industry, Food and Transport o yung UPLIFT upang maprotektahan ang kabuhayan ng mga Pilipino at mapanatiling matatag ang ating ekonomiya. Ngayong araw, pinalawak pa natin ang suportang ito sa pamamagitan ng Uplift Assistance.
Malacanang, tiniyak na kahit walang cash aid na inanunsyo para sa mga nasa middle income class, may iba pang proyekto ang pamahalaan para sa mga ito.
Kung hindi man itaas agad at bibigyan ng tulong itong mga workers natin sa transportation industry, maaaring ang makinabang din dito ay lahat tayo dahil hindi agad tataas ang presyo ng bilihin, hindi tataas ang presyo ng pamasahe. So ito po ang masasabi nating maaaring maging benepisyo ng halos na mula sa middle income.
Japan Coast Guard training vessel Itsukushima nakaranas ng shadowing ng China habang patungo ito sa Pilipinas.
Actually, we happen to also encounter the China Coast Guard vessels on the the sea, but then it's actually we take it advantage, and it's a good opportunity for us to actually teach the trainees on board that this actually happens during our daily operations.
Philippine Coast Guard target ding magkaroon ng sariling training vessel.
Kasama din po yan sa ating mga tinitingnan sa ating modernization dahil kailangan din natin na ma-enhance yung skills ng ating mga officers, especially yung mga cadets din natin kagaya nito. Kaya bilang unang hakbang is we undertake yung mga Ships Riders program na pinoprovide nga kagaya ng Japan Coast Guard.
Department of Public Works and Highway Secretary Vince Dizon posibleng ipatawag ng National Bureau of Investigation hinggil sa 2019 SEA Games issue.
Kung kinakailangan ipatawag si Secretary Vince Dizon, bakit? Dahil magbibigay linaw siya dun sa ating inimbestigahan. Kahit hindi si Secretary Vince Dizon na makakapagbigay ng liwanag, ating tatawagin.
NBI, iginiit na hindi timing sa impeachment ang investigasyon sa issue ng 2019 SEA Games.
Ano pong ibig sabihin ng timing? Ibig sabihin po ba kahit meron na tayo mga dokumento at ebidensya para mag-imbestiga ng krimen? Teka muna, mukhang mali yata yung timing. Hindi mo ba't pag pumasok yung investigasyon at krimen, kaagad-agad dapat nating aksyonan?
Senate Impeachment Court spokesperson Attorney Reggie Tonggol nilinaw na hindi pa masasabing mapapaikli ang impeachment trial kahit iniurong na ang pagpapatawag sa ilang testigo.
So while we have saved some days now in Article 4, it cannot be said that the whole trial proper will also be shortened.
Representative Terry Ridon, sinabing posibleng maipasantabi ang Articles of Impeachment laban kay Vice President Sara Duterte.
Yung waiving of articles in the future will be discussed when we reach that point. No? So, syempre, kung tingin naman ho namin okay na kami at confidential funds and we really would want to abbreviate the process, then waiving even that will still be on the table.
House Prosecution Panel spokesperson Advisor Robert Ace Barbers, sinabing hindi panangga sa impeachment trial ang good satisfaction rating ni Vice President Duterte.
Hindi importante sa ngayon na kung sino yung popular, no? Dahil nga hindi nga po ito popularity contest o beauty pageant. This is a mechanism that the Constitution guarantees to ensure that the Filipino people will not be shortchanged if and when the highest official of the country violates certain laws.
Ombudsman Crispin Remulla, sinabing binaliwala ni Senator Robin Hood Padilla ang obstruction of justice complaint laban sa kanya.
But surprisingly,
one person has chosen to ignore the ombudsman's order. That's Senator Robin Padilla. Well, they're given a chance to deny or to dispute or to reason out, but he can choose to waive. I don't know if he's being given any legal advice.
Pilipinas, pinapatanggal ang racist video na inilabas ng state media ng China laban sa mga Pilipino.
Para sa akin, dapat i-call out to at hindi dapat ito pinapalagpas. No? This kind of racist behavior of the People's Republic of China should be called out by our government. So, ibig sabihin, kung ang lahi natin ang minamock dito, it is important na lahat tayo bilang Pilipino ay magkaisa to call out the People's Republic of China na wag maliitin ang lahi natin at higit sa lahat, wag tayong tawaging unggoy.
At Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Jr. tiniyak na prioridad ng gobyerno ang proteksyon ng mga Pilipino seafarer na naiipit sa Gulf conflict.
Many of our seafarers continue to travel through uncertain waters, including the areas affected by conflict, especially now in the Middle East. In this difficult situation, your safety and welfare remains our priority. Your government will always be within reach, ready to help.